there's a little bit of backstory on this question. Okay, Mickey is a big fan of the classics, and he was going out. He was reading the Iliad and the Odyssey, and we were talking about Helen of Troy, and we said, hey, if somebody had to play Helen of Troy today, who could carry the role? Who's the most beautiful woman in the world today? And we couldn't really settle on one, and then we settled on Margot Robbie. And then I lost my mind. I lost my mind a little bit because I said, Margot Robbie, as gorgeous as she is a 9.5 to a young Jamie Presley's 10. I remember a young Jamie Presley, and she was unreal. Unreal.
And you've worked with both.
And you've worked with both. Now, that got some flack from the comments. They're saying I'm crazy. They're saying Jamie Presley's nowhere near as good looking as Margot Robbie. And I'm saying you got to go back. You got to go back to not another teen movie
She's
Jamie
a
Presley.
smoke show.
You got to go back to Poison Ivy Jamie Presley. And
Gorgeous.
this is not taking anything away from Margot Robbie. She's amazing.
No, they're both, yeah.
And then we realized, wait a minute. There's a man. There's a man who exists who's been on set with both Margot Robbie and Jamie Presley. So now it's up to you, Mr. Supla.
But you're saying Jamie Presley in the 90s.
Yes, peak Presley. Not another teen movie Presley. Have you seen Jamie Presley and Poison Ivy?
I don't think so.
Have you ever seen the two of them side by side? Have you ever seen that?
Margot Robbie and Jamie Presley?
Yeah.
In real life?
Well, no, that's another low-key flex. No, neither have we. Omri, you might want to mark this because then we can cut it. I just want to show them the picture.
It up.
All right.
This is super awkward simply because I do know both.
Yeah, here we go.
I'm also married, so I don't like talk about how hot chicks are, really.
Okay.
How dare you?
Sure.
Yeah, it's see, I can't really pick a favorite between them. Right? I think they're both just like absolutely like top of the top.
We're doing this, guys.
Listen,
we're doing this.
I have a very. Have you ever heard the show Come Town?
Yeah.
So I have a very, like, if we were on Come Town right now, I have a great answer.
We are.
But we're not. And
We are.
I'm married. I have 4 daughters and a granddaughter. And, like, I'm not just going to let my inner 14-year-old monologue loose for everyone.
Okay,
but I am
fair
going
enough.
to go with Jamie Presley. I think you are actually correct. And when we're not recording, I'll tell you why.
My man, pots and pans. I'll tell you what, man. And this is nothing against Margot Robbie. This is nothing against her.
She's beautiful.
She's unreal.
Jamie Presley's the American version.
Yeah, and also I think people see My Name Is Earl and they're like, well, that's who she is, And she's this girl from in a trailer park in Waldorf,
white
Maryland
trashy,
or something.
yeah.
And no, man. I mean, imagine them trying desperately to dress her down and her still being that hot, man. Like, and they're great actresses and everything else that won't get us canceled. They're probably brilliant people and philanthropists and all this other stuff too. But I just don't think Jamie Presley gets her flowers for the absolute icon smoke show that she was and is. And I don't know why. You tell somebody that Margot Robbie is the most beautiful actress in Hollywood, they won't even blink about it. They'll be like, yeah, that makes sense. But you say young Jamie Presley was just as good looking as Margot, they will be, you're out of your mind. You're crazy. People went apoplectic when I
Put
said
some
that.
respect on her name.
Put some respect on Jamie Presley's name. Damn it.
I agree.
Yeah. All right. Well,
I agree. And I think people are being short-sighted.
Really?
Yeah. I think if they really thought long and hard about this, they would come to the exact same conclusion that I've come to in my head that I'm not going to share.
Fair enough.
I just think people need to go out there and look a little harder.
They need to look a little harder. They need to look long and harder.
Yeah.
They need to get out there and get after it a little bit.
Yeah.
Do your research.
Do your research.
Do your
folks.
research. All right. Fake news is everywhere. AI, ChatGPT is taking over.